today I'm going to make with you butter chicken with boiled rice and naan bread. First of all, we're going to marinate the chicken. So I've got about 300 grams of chicken, which I'm chopping into small chunks. I'm then going to pop the chicken into a bowl. And then I'm going to add the ingredients for this. So it's 2 tablespoons of natural yogurt. So 2 tablespoons of that in there. 1 tablespoon of garam masala in there. And then lastly, I'm going to use a teaspoon of paprika. And then mix that all together and then put that in the fridge for at least half an hour to let it marinate. So now we're going to make the sauce. So we need 50 grams of onion to the pan to soften, so let those soften. And then we need some garlic, so we need half a teaspoon of garlic. And then the ginger, half a teaspoon of that. Let that cook for just a minute or so before you add the tomatoes. So just a small 200 gram tin of tomatoes. And then I'm going to add some tomato paste. So if you add a tablespoon of tomato paste into the mixture, so you're letting that cook through. And then I'm going to add some garam masala, so a tablespoon of garam masala in there. And then a teaspoon of cumin, ground cumin. And a teaspoon of paprika, and lastly a teaspoon of chili powder. So that I've got mild chili powder. Mix all those in, so mix all those ingredients together and let them just simmer for a couple of minutes, and there's your sauce. Then I'm going to put the sauce into a jug and blitz it, so it needs to be smooth. And so just put that in and blitz it. Sorry about the filming, it was crap filming, but I couldn't get the wire out of the way, so sorry about that. But I did blitz it, smooth it, puree it. So I use the boil in the bag rice, which you just put in a pan, add some salt and put some water on. These were the mini naan breads I used, and I just popped these in the toaster. You can do them in the oven as well. Now we're going to put 20 grams of butter into a frying pan and add the marinated chicken in there. So just pop the chicken in the pan and just cook it until it's actually all cooked through. So we need more or less fully cooked chicken before we add a sauce in. So then add the sauce to the chicken, stir that in and just let that stir for a couple of minutes. Then lastly, add 80 millilitres of cream or cream and yogurt together and just give that a stir. Let that, make sure that that's all stirred in and cooked. And now it's time to dish up with the rice and the absolutely gorgeous butter chicken. It was delicious. And then we popped a couple of naan breads on there to finish it off. Absolutely lovely. And that's it, everybody. That's already dished up and ready to tuck in. It was so lovely. I hope that you make it just to see how nice it is. But I'll be back for tomorrow's tea. See you later. Bye bye.